One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Indiana Hoosiers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll try the run. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Hoosiers want to crank the tempo. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. It's complete to the left. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He might want another play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Fires it. Finds space on the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The give on the inside. Lights off the defender. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain. The Hoosiers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and turning it on! They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Hand off from the shotgun. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Indiana!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Able to find enough room to get it. loss to 25. He's brought down at the 26. They got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Looking for a gap. It's Durham. It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defender. Everywhere, it's a turnover.
And that's kind of a kick to the gut because you think, oh, how can I get this game started conservatively, not turn the ball over, get the positive momentum, get that first hit out, and the first carry your running back sticks it on the floor, defense recovers. That is not the start you drew up.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Pulls it in. It's Morris. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. He turns that loose down the right side. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down. That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Out onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Pass is broken up, incomplete. Well, let's check out this penalty marker. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. There he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. And he's still running after the move. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Mendoza. Catch in the middle, it's Cooper. Open space at the 25. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
Well, that's the second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
And the Hoosiers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. To the air on 1st down. Extending the play. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. On the move, he fires. Intercepted. Looking for more room. Did some work on the return. They mark him out of bounds right at the 20.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
On the run, still looking. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Caught over the middle. It's Sharp. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Tigers are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw again. They go to the wide receiver screen. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. That's caught. It's Durham. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field, but when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play caller.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this this game, David. He's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. He lobs one high down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Looking to throw. Looking to get it in. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. Second and goal. The give to the fullback. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And that's a great stop by this defense. Second down and goal, getting the lost yardage play, now putting your defense in a better position for third down.
He stopped again, and they tried to convert this short yardage with the running game and have had zero success. It's fourth down. The offense trying to find a way on fourth and goal from the 2. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He's looking to throw. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. Here's a heat. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the grab down the left side. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. And that'll do it here in the second quarter. Halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. The Hoosiers will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Finds a man on the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Unleashes one deep. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They moved the football well in the last drive, but man, that fourth down and failing to convert there has to sting. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Hoosiers headed quickly to the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this.
Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And that's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again. And then trying to take another shot to him down the field. If I'm the defense, man, I'm focusing on that guy. He's made too many big plays today.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got the tight end. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution.
Breaks into the open. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They'll ride the hot hand. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes the catch. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Hoosiers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Indiana!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Gets it out quickly. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. LSU right back to the line.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can...
Lets it fly! Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Snags it down the right side. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. We've been treated to an aerial show by these 2 guys so far as you check out their numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. The offense changing the play. To throw, it's Mendoza. Rushes on him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got it inside the 25. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion. And the Hoosiers are marching down the field. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
Going for it all. And that one's going to be incomplete. I think he got a foot down along the back of the end zone.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
I think that might be the very definition of... trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, you know, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like it. Offense, doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. LSU quick to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Bring in the heat. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Able to move the chains, and they still have a chance after picking up the 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. And they're not on the same page there.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Johnson wants to throw it. Got his man on the right. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to keep it in the air. Pocket breaking down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the deep.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
The short hands. It's Hemby. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Cooper. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs.
And they're featuring this guy all day long. Now he's over 150 yards. Great job by the offense. This is a matchup I'm going to take advantage. He's taking advantage of it all game long.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. And the Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. A shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
Not a ton of play calls for 3rd and California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
Makes the grab past the marker. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Looking to throw. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Might be changing the route. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season.
Just putting those two names together can jumpstart a host of feelings and memories through Tuscaloosa and Baton Rouge. Moments of frustration, disbelief, and jubilation due to the battles that these two have had. from national championship games to season derailments, this rivalry has had it all, and we've got even more for you today. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another SEC rival, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Williams. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give is to Miller. Turning it on. Inside the 50. Inside the 30. 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bama!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. From inside the 15, here's the return. And he loses the football. Almost to the... on that return, and they jump on it, and they'll maintain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Finding an escape route. Past the first down marker and still running. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the... and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous. If he gets into the second level, great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs...
Oh, he's got some space. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. From the gun, the running back has it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Might be calling a hot route. Fires to the tight end. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun. Give on the inside. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Simpson. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for them.
Starting to feel a little pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Going downfield for the big play. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking for a man, it's Simpson. Fires complete on the crosser. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play.
There he goes. Quick step and go. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Lost a throw on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, a running game.
Don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. On the move. Breaks into the open. The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground, and in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Under fire. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Made another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. LSU right back to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Going to try to get it himself. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. Third down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up fourth.
Throws to the tight end. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it in. It's Durham. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Gets it out fast. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Flying out to the left. The 40. At the 30. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You know, know, they say sometimes you got to be at the right place at the right time, and that linebacker was. When that ball came free, he saw it immediately, was able to scoop it, show you the speed. He takes it back for a long touchdown.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And he made the extra point without problem. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 50, the ball pops out on the return. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Defense looks like they're coming. To the ground with the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Now they'll run it on the toss. Crosses to 30. Running through contact. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
They'll try to get outside. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Got a man. It's Brown. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Pressure coming. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Oh, the receiver is going to hate watching film and watching that play back, because that was a touchdown, and he dropped it.
LSU trying to convert a 4th down. They'll send the back in motion. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Sharp. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Gets it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Hand off from the gun. Crosses to 40. At the 45, on its way. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. They'll immediately call timeout. The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. To the air on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Four wide out set, two on either side on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Gonna run it. It's Durham. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Gonna take a shot. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Bringing it back. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Here's the handoff. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down. And he has got it rolling. He may be running toward that Bayou Bengal record book. Hiram Davis Price, Leonard Fournette in that single-game rushing record territory.
Yeah, and that means you're having a heck of a day. That means you're showing off all the goods, too, with speed and being able to break tackles. And this defense knows they're running the football, but this LSU run game is too dynamic right now.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of...
Turning it on! They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. LSU quick to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Makes the catch. It's Brown. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. LSU getting set on 1st and 10.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver...
He'll take a shot. It's a big stride inside the 10. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They just keep firing. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Here's the pressure. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
Here comes that Alabama offense. He has to take care of the football on this drive. You just can't. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, LSU!
And when the free safety rolling in the middle of the field, you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got some space. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Alabama! When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. A strike downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass this in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry. They all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all three levels at the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
To the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Makes the catch. It's Brown. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. That's caught. It's Lewis. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny. I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years. Just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Finds the tight end. There he goes. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. The give to the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cuevas. Touchdown time! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Forget about those tight ends, right? They come up and they block most of the time, and a lot of time near the line of scrimmage, and then occasionally offenses do a great job, get creative, find a way to get a good matchup for the tight end, and he does the rest and gets in for 6.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the return man showing great... and to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Looking for room. It's Dura. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
Motion from the wideout. Johnson looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Moves away as he feels pressure. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Wide receiver going in motion. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Hauls it in the 1st down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's sharp. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with the 1st down. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism now.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at, they're right back on the football, ready to run another throw.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They want to run this quarterback. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Still plenty of time for this offense, but this probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, LSU!
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
And don't miss the fact there was some heat on that extra point, but he was able to tie it up. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Miller with the ball. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And they tried to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have one left after that. You realize you got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Man, we hear so much about aggressiveness. Interesting spot. You know, you're on your side of the field. It's a tie game. The clock ticks out. It's not the worst thing in the world, but we can't make a mistake in this situation.
they'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation. And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Johnson wants to throw it. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11
breaks into the open. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
I love the play called running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can...
Touchdown, Bama! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Johnson looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He steps out of bounds, stops the clock after a short pickup of 7, and it's getting dire in terms of the clock.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Got it in the middle. It's Watkins. He's out of bounds to stop the clock. Give him 14 on the play.
If I'm a defense, I got to make sure I stay aggressive in these situations. Sometimes people play casual and back off and give up the easy stuff. Man, continue to make this offense earn it. You got the lead. You're in a good position.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires it incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And back to the air on second down. Working on the right. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Johnson wants to throw it. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And what a way for this defense to end it. A pick as time runs out. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for